is using the correct size, called the correct gauge.
This is not working good.
Eric has his wires attached.
I think I hooked them on properly.
So, he makes a base for his lamp, plugs it in, and...
Ha! Done!
Eric's done. Without a hitch.
I was done like in 25 minutes top, I was done. Done.
Brian P. has exposed too much of his copper wire, and his socket is not held in place with a screw. So when he thinks he's twisting the unit on, he's actually spinning the wires together.
But look, it just kind of unravels after.
Yeah, let's plug it in. See if it works. I shorted my thing up. See?
Whoa, you cabled the two lines together?
And thank you very much for that.
Twisting lamp lines together is the worst thing you can do.
If you wanted to start a fire, give me a call. Other than that, never have me as an electrician.
You might want to avoid Angie as well.
What do I do? Just snap that on like that?
When spiking the base doesn't work, Angie snugly screws the pieces in place. That has pinched the wire with too much slack in it.
No, you ain't pulling that.
Instead of using common sense and tightening her hardware,
Here's your wood glue.
Angie uses wood glue on her metal bracket.
There. Okay.
There you go.
Angie's lamp is wobbly.
I've had more problems with that damn lamp than I had my whole life.
Johnny has finally moved on to the wiring.
I'm going to need wire shredders. Well, you just took the whole thing off.
Johnny should twist these exposed fibers into one cohesive wire. That way, the copper strands won't fall apart when they're being smushed by the screw head.
It's not attached.
Oh, I just did it. All right?
It doesn't look right to me.
For sakes.
After multiple connection failures, Johnny manages to trap his fuzzy wires inside the socket.
That's an atrocity. That's not how it works. Oh, for sakes.
Johnny.
Johnny continues with the socket housing upside down.
That doesn't look right.
Well,
If it doesn't look right, why is Johnny forcing the socket top over his fuzzy wires?
Look at this. Every damn thing I try turns out like a piece of garbage.
Johnny's garbage does light up.
See? You're like God.
But his fuzzy wires are touching the metallic socket housing.
Yeah, piece of cake. Ah, Jace, man.
Johnny's lamp is shockingly bad.
And it was a disaster. I think I'm heading to my second consecutive day of being Canada's worst handyman.
After the break, Canada's worst handymen assemble electric fireplaces.
This is probably a really nice area right here to have a nice, like, warm feeling.
For thousands of years, human beings have been trying to contain fire in peculiar ways. And the pursuit has evolved to this: the electric fireplace. Not so hot in the woods, but you can burn the box. Building an electric fireplace is the next challenge for Canada's worst handymen. The fireplace comes with a heater that is already fully wired. According to the instructions, assembly is basic.
This is going to be a nightmare.
Hopefully this has words.
This is going to be the first time in our life we follow instructions, okay?
Eric didn't follow our instructions 5 days ago.
I'm putting this together!
Back on day one, when we took Canada's worst handymen shopping for supplies,
I like that one.
we told them all to buy a build-it-yourself electric fireplace kit.
Right there. That's rad.
Eric bought a pre-built electric stove,
All right.
which was strictly prohibited in the buying guide.
Remember this list?
Yeah.
What does it say there to buy?
Electric fireplace kit, not a stove kit.
And what is that one?
A stove kit. No way.
To keep things fair, we got Eric an electric fireplace to assemble.
Have a fun time, huh?
Sir!
This electric fireplace burns 1,500 watts of power every hour. That's the same amount of energy there is in 1,300 nutritional calories. So, running the stove for an hour burns the same amount of energy as there is in 9 cookies. You know, in case you were wondering. Brian M. bought the most expensive fireplace available.
Oh my gosh, they got more instructions here.
It's also the most complicated.
Holy shoot, look, there's like 16 pages here. There's other instructions. I'm confused. I'm just confused. I'm just confused a little bit.
He's not as confused as Johnny, who's screwing in reverse. After 2 minutes of reverse screwing, you'd think Johnny might figure it out.
How's it going? Are you doing any of the steps backwards?
No?
No? Okay.
Johnny goes from reverse
The same thing happened.
to upside down.
They're not lining up. Okay. So it's a matter of trying to exercise common sense here. That's all we have to rely on.
This is probably the common sense stuff. Do you know some people are born without common sense? Do you know that? So when you say to people, do you have common sense? Actually, honest to God, it's proven some people do not have common sense. Honestly. My sister went to school with a girl who diagnosed with having, honest to God, no common sense. Ready?
Yep.
Common sense says Angie's fireplace should sit on the floor.
All I asked you is how high up the wall should I mount
Wherever
it?
you want.
I'll mount it up there.
Okay, do it then.
Angie finishes first, but she skipped a few steps.
There's a few little brackets she left out, but I didn't say nothing.
In the downstairs room,
Ain't doing too bad, man.
Right on. Yeah, I think this is one thing that you might just pass.
Eric has his fireplace built